Hi, welcome to my podcast, Talking Travel with Wendy. I travel the globe interviewing really cool people in small hospitality and tourism businesses. Join me each week as I discover and share something or someone new with you. You can find more at www.travelwithwendy.net. And remember, it's always an adventure when you travel with Wendy. My friend Candy lives in the Virgin Islands, and this April I went back for a visit. If you follow or subscribe to my channel, you might have seen some of my vlogs. Candy volunteers at the Botanical Garden of the U.S. Virgin Islands, and she knows my love of nature and connecting with people. So, of course, she introduced me to her bubbly, outgoing friend, Amy DeSorbo, director of the garden. She gave us a personal tour of this magical place. So we're getting ready to go on a golf cart tour around the Botanical Gardens of the U.S. Virgin Islands with Amy Parker DeSorbo. So Amy, tell me, how'd you get here?
How did I get to work?
To St. Croix.
My son graduated from Norwich University, Vermont, the military academy, and my dad had passed, so I had empty nest. So Maddie said, let's move to the Caribbean.
Yes.
So I went to the mom handbook, and that says what you do when you have empty nest. So I moved to the Caribbean.
Yay!
So now, this is going to be the African Provision Garden. So it's all dug up to be replanted.
Oh, yay!
See, we just had a grant to restabilize this building,
Okay.
which is the overseer's house.
Economically useful palms. Okay.
Yes. And it's a nice little assortment of the palms that you would see on St. Croix. So this is our succulent garden.
Look at how beautiful.
Okay, so this is cacti and succulent. Not every cactus is a succulent. And you can see this is the factory ruins.
And agave, right?
Over here is our manager's house. So this plantation was owned by the king, so there wasn't a great house here.
Okay.
But he did have a manager take care of the grounds. So we've always had somebody live in there. We're gonna do something. We're gonna take a jump outside of the golf cart and we're gonna walk through one of my favorite gardens.
Okay.
This is our Bromiliead Garden. So does anybody know the name of this tree without looking?
Nope.
We call this our tourist tree because it's red and peeling, otherwise known as the turpentine.
Okay.
So follow me. So the Bromiliead Garden is one of my favorite places. You can see that there's orchids tucked in different areas.
Yeah, I love how they're coming right out of the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. So nice.
It's one of the best sights ever. So this is one of our favorite areas when we have brides in the garden. So I bring the photographer up here and I keep the bride down there. Hi, welcome. So this one there is water and we're not dehydrated is a water lily pond.
Okay.
And this is one of my favorite little benches just to come and sit and take in the garden.
Yes. Nice, peaceful place.
Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah, really. Yeah.
So the Spanish moss is one of the only things that we didn't lose after the hurricanes.
Okay.
Irma Maria took off all the living plants,
Oh, no.
all the leaves. But we've grown back now. And that is the succulent garden where we just were. So a lot of people come to St. Croix to enjoy the Caribbean Sea. You know, we have scuba diving and snorkeling, but some people don't really like water. They're not water people. This was laid out, so you would be, you get the feeling of being under the sea. You guys get that feel?
Yes, definitely.
Very
So,
cool.
and this is the factory ruins. So when we were a plantation, this is where they made the sugar and into molasses and rum.
Okay.
Yeah. We're gonna walk over to another little sweet garden. Now this area is donated, it's sponsored by Joe Biari and Scott Kramer, who are friends of ours in California.
Okay.
So they donate money to adopt this spot. We have tons of adoptable spots here in our beautiful botanical garden. So if anybody's interested in adopting a spot, they can just contact me. You don't have to be on island. You can just be watching this Wendy show and reach out.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to help you have a little piece of St. Croix.
Yeah.
So
These lilies are just, look at, they're so fantastic. That color.
Isn't it pretty?
Yeah.
So the St. Croix Orchid Society is also homed at St. George Village Botanical Garden.
Yes.
And this is a new partnership project that we have. And there's going to be 1,000 orchids throughout the ruins.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it's a very exciting project.
Yeah. Was it Caitlin I met or Kathleen the other day at the market? They had like the little orchid society.
Oh, yes, you met almost everybody from the Orchid Society.
They,
Wendy's talking about how she came to our monthly plant sale in our nursery. We do a story hour for the kids. We sell our nursery plants. So over here is our Blacksmith Shop. So because when it was a plantation, there was no Home Depot, there was no Lowe's. If you needed nails, you had to come over to the blacksmith guy who was in here. And this is all working. We've had this up and running.
wow. So do you have like people who come and do
Matt actually
demonstrations?
has come and done
Oh,
this.
really?
Yes.
Matt is Amy's husband, who is also very, very talented masseuse slash evidently blacksmith.
Well, he was an iron worker for years.
Okay.
So, instructor and inspector. So, master welder. So this whole garden right here is pollinated by fruit bats.
Okay.
So you're gonna see the sausage tree, and we're gonna walk over to my favorite tree with my favorite flower, and that's the cannonball tree.
Okay.
You have to come over and you have to smell this tree. It is
John, look at the sausage tree.
heavenly.
You see him hanging? Oh, yeah.
See, this is heaven.
Look at those.
The cannonball tree only produces from the trunk, but smell this flower. It's like,
Yeah.
I just want to drink it. We were able to do a lot of good for the community after Hurricane Maria. We partnered with Cane Bay Partners, Cane Bay Cares, and we helped over 4,000 community members doing the giveaway.
Oh, that's awesome.
Now to the right, I want you to see our red bridge. Our red bridge is just one of the iconic spots that we have. So here we have a beautiful flamboyant tree, and you can see the bromeliads growing up the flamboyant tree. This tree is really popular right now because we moved yoga out underneath this tree during COVID.
Okay.
That way we could all be properly spaced because we like to follow the all
Guideline.
the guidelines. So if you come over to the Kapok tree and you can bang on it, and here it's hollow. The Tiano tribe used to use the Kapok tree for canoes.
Okay.
And they used to float down the gut into the Caribbean Sea.
Oh, okay.
So that bridge that we just went over,
Yeah, yeah.
there used to be water underneath there.
Okay.
You know, we're in a drought right now, so we don't see very much water. So
Continue the tour.
we're going, this is our great lawn. So over here, when we have the music in the garden, the band will be up here, and everybody will be down here, and this will be adorned with tiki lights, which is a lot of fun. Oh,
How
you
fun.
see the red bridge?
Red bridge through
It's a
there.
cut over. And
I
then
took like 9.
here we have our wedding garden.
Oh,
So I'm going to drive us
nice.
in. Look how beautiful it
And I noticed the tree
is.
with the leaves.
Oh yeah, our autograph tree. Yep, we'll go over there. This is our
Oh, it
wedding
smells
garden.
so good. Oh, wow. What is that that we're
There's
smelling?
some jasmine.
Yes, that's it.
This is one of my favorite trees. This is our autograph tree. So we're gonna jump out and we are all going to carve our names on the autograph tree. It doesn't hurt the tree, and you can see there's some flowers blooming. So we can pick up sticks, or if you guys have keys on you. So here's mine. You can see Captain Mike. That's when my son got his boat captain.
Okay.
And that's Amy and Maddie.
Okay.
So here, you want to pick out a leaf
Yeah.
anywhere you want. Here's our coral fountain. Water lilies.
So pretty.
Here is the Desert Rose Walk, which leads you to our museum we're going to go behind the museum to the orchid house to see the orchids.
2,000 years of people and plants. I love it. While Amy put the golf cart away, John and I explored the Historical Museum of the Garden. This place was filled with so much info, relics, and interesting stories of past owners, kings, and this island's always changing history. The first settlers. Okay, this is the St. George list of owners.
That's one of my favorite things is the list of plantation
Yeah.
owners. If you can see, it went back to the Debt Commission quite a lot.
Yeah.
Which is a cry for funding.
Right.
So again, sgbbg.org, you can donate money right there.
Yes.
Wendy, I want to thank you for visiting us and taking our tour of St. George Village Botanical Garden, the Botanical Garden of the Virgin Islands with us. Again, we invite everybody who's watching to become a member. Just hop on our website, sgbbg.org.
Thank you, Amy, for having me here. It was so much fun.
So much fun. Thank you, Wendy.
Thank you, Amy, so much for a fabulous tour of St. George Botanical Garden, the Botanical Garden of the USVI. For more information about visiting the garden, becoming a host, or a member, check out the links in the description. My podcast helps support small businesses and share authentic experiences around the world. Remember to like, follow, and share my podcast. I'm also on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Remember, it's always an adventure when you travel with Wendy.